Bonsoir à tous, c'est Kali. Aujourd'hui on va continuer l'aventure de Jules Verne, The Shape of Fantasy. Je crois que j'avais fait à peu près la moitié, en tout cas on avait terminé le, le chapitre 4 il me semble. Et selon les succès de Steam il y en a 7. Je pense qu'on va le terminer aujourd'hui. On va continuer. Et puis on verra bien ce que ça va donner. Ah, on est revenu là, d'accord.
Come on, open it!
Ça accélère.
Incroyable! You were right, Adriel.
That's true. The force of imagination has...
Nothing will stop us now! We have it! At last, the flame of Hephaestus will be in our hands! The nation is living on borrowed time. Take it to Nadine. She must readjust the servo radars and the Nautilus's navigation system to integrate the compass of destiny. Verne, take the iMac to the safe chamber.
Captain.
I must apologize for earlier. I crossed the line. Go and rest. You deserve it. The Ancestors' Island is waiting for us.
Yes. Captain, Nemo still seemed to trust me. However, despite his good manners, I couldn't avoid looking at him as a murderer. When I met him, I got to admire him. His scientific genius was brilliant.
Alors allez voir le capitaine Nemo. Très bien. Il a l'air de jouer, je suppose.
This katana was a gift from the Empire of the Rising Sun to the captain for his aid against the nation.
Qu'y a-t-il dans le reste de la salle? Oh, ça c'est joli.
Nemo and his philosophy books. Schopenhauer. It's a shame that the nation killed him because of his ideas.
Je crois qu'on a fait le tour.
Mr. Verne, I am glad to see you in better shape.
Thanks, Captain. I've been here only for a few days, and I'm still getting used to this marvel.
I'm glad you like it. I've been thinking. The Atlantean priests from Placea's cult believed that there were individuals blessed by her who were more sensitive to her influx. Perhaps you are one of them, and that's why you were able to find the artifact of imagination.
Atlantis? I thought that was a myth, a tale for children.
You have had evidence of their existence in your hands. How do you make it work?
I'm not sure that I make the iMac work. Rather, I would say it reacts to events.
That's interesting. Do you fancy an underwater walk? I have a job for you.
A walk? Under the sea? Of course.
Where are you taking me, Captain? I can see ruins in the distance.
You are going to witness a great milestone of my journey. Follow me.
Eh bien, on va faire ça. Contrairement aux autres lieux, on ne peut pas fuir sous la mer. Oh, ça tombe bien, moi je l'utilisais pas pour fuir, mais pour sprinter.
I must follow the captain.
Mais je voulais voir ce qu'il y avait sur la colonne.
The oxygenator of my back allows normal breathing. Lead soles keep me on the ground, but they slow me down. But these views are so captivating. Cedric has asked us to find some specific algae for his research. I don't know if I could even recognize them with this helmet on.
Dans le coffre, maintenant qu'il n'y a plus de dialogue, trouver 3 algues de Cédric. Non, le crabe il sort, mais c'est à peu près tout. On ne sait pas à quoi ressemblent les algues.
My goodness!
She's a beauty, isn't it?
Really impressive. That pearl must be worth a fortune. Do you want to take it?
No. I just wanted to show it to you. Who are we to interrupt a life cycle that has been growing for years, creating layers with each secretion it produces? Why? To sell the pearl? To write a book about the discovery? By chance, is our fame more important than nature itself? Let's move.
Ok, on avance. Ah, c'est peut-être ça, l'algue.
Algae Philium chromosa. I hope you helped Cedric with the vaccine.
Peut-être que les missions secondaires permettent d'améliorer la fin.
I should speak with Nemo before.
Je peux passer de l'autre côté. Voyons voir s'il n'y a pas déjà des algues. Vu qu'il y a l'air d'avoir un truc pour descendre.
There I see the algae Cedric needs.
Un gros effondrement. Une base très fine.
The base was so eroded by the years of pressure that it finally collapsed.
Et de deux, une passion pour la science. J'ai trouvé un fossile. Et bah ça se remplit tranquillement. Bon, je vais retourner lui parler, hein. Parce que j'en ai pas vu au tout début des algues, au début du niveau.
Can you feel the heat rising from underground? We must move carefully. Lava is still flowing among the ruins.
Where are we, Captain?
You are beholding the remains of a pre-Hellenic temple dedicated to Placaea, the Atlantean goddess.
What?
We spotted it months ago. This cult survived the fall of Atlantis and thrived for a few years in the primeval Greece. In their mythology, they linked together the flame of Hephaestus with Placaea. We believe there might be hidden information here about the flame location.
Believe? Didn't you enter?
We explored it for weeks in order to make a safe way to the center of the temple. However, when we reached the doors that guard it, it was impossible for us to open them.
I'm surprised that you didn't blow them away.
Do you think that I am like one of these brutes from the nation? I never destroy what I don't know. This temple is unique. It must be preserved, not destroyed. At that moment, we couldn't stay any longer. The Nautilus was needed for the war many miles away from here. But now is different. You and the IMAG are here.
Fascinating.
Activer la machine pour descendre dans le temple.
It's amazingly terrifying.
True. In some cultures, the octopus and its tentacles are linked with the spiral of creation and creativity.
Fascinating.
I'm going forward. Take your time to contemplate this wonder. I'll wait at the Opisthotomus entrance. Follow the lifeline.
Je vais quand même d'abord aller à gauche. Et oui, il y en a une petite de cachée là.
I now have all the algae for Cedric.
Et là, ah, c'est ouvert.
The wire has been cut by the nibbling of some sea creature. If I had the tools, it would be easy to repair.
Et on peut pas aller plus loin. Ah,
The
donc il disait.
wire resisted the sea creature's curiosity and kept withstanding.
Seems like some object on its way to the moon? What kind of place is this?
Bah, c'est un de tes livres, ça. Enfin, je crois. Une satire de la société américaine. Donc en fait... Ah, l'île mystérieuse, j'ai pas tout trouvé. Et j'ai l'impression que, en fait, ils sont pas dans l'ordre. Donc ça, je les ai peut-être pas loupés, contrairement à ce que je pensais hier. On va bien voir ce que nous réserve la suite. On est revenu là. On peut remonter, j'ai l'impression. Et nous avons un écran de chargement comme panorama.
This ancient Greek tests my knowledge, but I can read that this is the first part of 3 of the Primordials' story.
Au sein du peuple de l'Atlantide, un petit groupe victime d'une mutation causée par l'exposition à la flamme d'Héphaïstos, ce qui leur donna une longévité hors du commun et la capacité d'influencer les émotions d'autrui. En retour, cette influence réagissait. Plus elle touchait d'individus, plus elle était puissante, et plus elle pouvait atteindre 2 personnes. Les primordiaux. Deux tablettes en pierre, bah j'en ai déjà une. Il se passe pas grand chose. J'aimerais bien être dessus quand on monte.
This is magnificent. Aside from Nemo and his crew, I'm the first human being that has rested his eyes on these views in thousands of years. If only I could explore them.
En effet, c'est beau avec la lave. Oui, je ne peux rien faire. Ah, peut-être que de l'autre côté, la première machine servait à ça. Mais je trouve ça un peu bête parce que quand on était à l'air libre, on pouvait sauter en contrebas, et là, alors qu'on est dans l'eau, ce qui ralentirait notre chute, on peut pas le faire. Peut-être que là, j'ai verrouillé. Non. Je fais ça. Ça ne bouge que l'autre. Voilà. Ça devrait être mieux.
Fascinating. It would be wise if I bring a few more oxygen tanks.
En effet.
Verne, are you all right?
Yes, a bit frightened, but in one piece. The iMag is outside.
Yes, but it has turned off. There must be a way to activate again this mechanism.
Wait a moment. There's an inscription here. 4 victories to open these gates. It must allude to 4 tests.
You have enough oxygen. Explore the hall and take the tests. I am sure that they will reveal what we are looking for.
But what if I don't make it? And if I run out of oxygen?
Mr. Verne, surrender is not an option at the Nautilus. We can't tear down these gates without compromising the whole building structure. Your only way out is solving those trials. I believe in you.
Eh bien, ça promet. En tout cas, il nous fait confiance.
I've found a new inscription. To open the forge of Hephaestus, you must fire up its 4 flames. It must allude to the 4 doors in front of me.
Forge of Hephaestus. Mr. Verne, we are on the right path. Go on.
I feel heavy in this wetsuit, and it begins to be hard to breathe.
You are making a great effort in your first underwater walk. Did I tell you when I faced the Kraken?
Don't patronize me. It makes me sick.
Ouais, les portes, on peut rien faire pour le moment. Donc ça servait à rien d'attendre. La première est ouverte.
I enter the first door.
L'agriculture.
What did you see inside?
Wonderful things.
Great description.
A volcano on an island. Hephaestus's place, I guess. It reminds me of Prometheus's tale. The one who stole fire from the gods to favor mankind. Nevertheless, here is Placia, the one that steals the flame.
This is Placea's myth. We don't know for sure what Atlanteans believe in, but the descriptions that have made it to us associate the flame of Hephaestus with Placea's ability of arousing imagination, being that the origin of Atlanteans' great power.
Arouse imagination? You mean like muses do?
Exactly.
A labyrinth. I must rotate it to link the lines with the flame.
Alors, résoudre le labyrinthe, c'est un fragment RB pour me faire pivoter. Là, c'est pas mal.
Yes.
C'était relativement simple.
The first trial is completed. A liquid has appeared on the walls. It looks like the Nautilus's blue blood.
What I'd give to see what you are seeing. Make haste. Oxygen is not endless.
Your paternalism will suit me quite well now. Tell me about the Kraken.
I made it up. Krakens aren't real.
Et si l'oxygène n'est pas illimité, autant se taire. Et communiquer au minimum.
From what I see and understand from these inscriptions, Placea ventured inside the forge of Hephaestus and managed to get his great flame. With its power, she expected to free mankind, providing them with the gift of imagination.
I have all the algae for Cedric.
Ah, il en fallait 4 ? Non, 3 algues. Bah, comme ça, au moins, j'ai trouvé sa biographie.
Okay, The goddess spreads out what seems to be the energy rays, like the sun. But being a woman, she's related to the moon and her creative power. Thus, the answer to this enigma must be related to the moon cycle. Each one must mark a ray extension.
I hope that means something to you.
Et moi je suis surtout content qu'on me donne direct la réponse quoi. Donc là a priori il en faudrait 2. Ça comme ça va. Allez, ok, il y en a 2. Ouais. Ah non, c'était celui-là. Forcément, si je me gourre, ça va pas le faire. La 2. Ce croissant, il en faut 3. La pleine lune, un seul. Et le dernier, on le remplit.
Yes!
Captain, what's the word for victory in Hindi?
VJ.
C'est à droite. On a le papillon de lumière sous les projecteurs. Il est représenté aussi sur la mosaïque. Je vais aller voir tout à droite s'il n'y a pas quelque chose à récupérer. Ah bah voilà, je crois que ça m'a terminé la quête. Non. Trouver les 2 autres. Ok, il en manque plus qu'une donc. Au sol, c'est du décor, j'ai l'impression.
Placea diced with death for us, facing ruthless creatures released by Hephaestus to stop her.
Continuons vers l'énigme.
I don't have a good feeling about this, but I can't see any other way out.
The door! It's closing! Vite! Vite!
Allez, ferme-toi. Oh, je me suis fait exploser. Dommage, mauvais timing. Ah, il faut que je le réactive. Heureusement, on n'a plus la cinématique. Ah, là, ils sont ensemble, donc c'est plus facile. Ah, dommage. C'est pas passé loin. Et remonte. Vous aussi. On passe ce cran là. Et on est bon.
By a whisker.
Don't give up now.
VJ. VJ. VJ.
Oh, c'est pas rassurant ça, la méduse.
After receiving the flame, mankind began to benefit from the power of imagination almost immediately. The jealous gods realized that it couldn't be taken back from them. So, to shift the balance back in their favor, they resolved to release fear to weaken them, strengthening the horrors that already dwelled amongst the human race. It must allude to Phobos, Placea's brother. Creative and destructive imagination, hope and fear. The last mural depicts a huge flame devouring a city.
Donc ça, c'est Phobos, la méduse. Là, il reste quand même 4 emplacements vides. En tout cas, ah oui, 5. Il devrait pas être très loin, la dernière tablette.
Now, I see a mural of a great snake biting its own tail. It seems I have to decode some symbols.
The tail-biting snake is an Ouroboros. It symbolizes the cyclical nature of the world, the eternal return, the wheel of creation and destruction in which mankind lives.
Alors le N, on doit avoir ce symbole. Voilà. Ah non. Celui-là, il va au nord-ouest. Celui. Donc, on va commencer par celui-là. Il doit y avoir un symbole pour aligner le serpent, mais là j'ai mis celui-là au nord. Lui, il est bon. Ah, on peut changer les symboles ici. Donc là, le nord-ouest, ça donne les 2 triangles. Pourtant, on est à peu près bon là. Si je fais ça comme ça, le nord, c'est celui-là. Donc le nord-ouest, il est vide. Est-ce que je peux le faire? Non, j'ai pas l'impression. Dans ce cas-là, on a ça. Alors lui, il va au nord-ouest. Au nord, celui-là. Et au sud-est. Ça ne fonctionne pas. Si je reviens là. Pour la fresque. Ah, le nord, c'est les 2 triangles. Voilà, j'avais juste pas fait gaffe à ça. Maintenant, ce sera plus simple. Comme ceci. Ce qui donne au nord les 2 triangles, au nord-est, au sud-est les 2 carrés pleins. Là, celui-là.
Yes!
C'est pas mal tout ça. Ramène-nous une bouteille, s'il te plaît, d'oxygène. Pas de vin rouge. La Seiya. En vérité, ce n'est pas une déesse, mais une primordiale. C'est ainsi que les Atlantes reconnaissaient les leurs qui, touchés par une mutation, étaient capables d'influencer les émotions et les idées.
Captain, you must see this. In this signaled place rests the flame of Hephaestus, power, and also the curse of Atlantis. Only those blessed with the compass of destiny will be able to navigate the horrible dangers that surround the island of the ancestors, last guardians of the divine flame.
The compass of destiny? Of course. An X on the map was way too easy. It seems that the journey will be prolonged more than I planned, but you have made a wonderful discovery. Can I count you in for the remaining voyage?
Nemo, from what I've just seen, it's just the beginning of it. You can count me in. I want to see the rest.
Fantastic. Come on. Adventure waits for us.
Let's go!
Legends about the Ancestors' Island spoke of an area filled with magnetic disturbances and violent currents surrounding it, making it unreachable to those who weren't guided by the compass of destiny. For months, we sailed the 7 seas, looking for clues about that fantastic artifact. The first solid sign was found at the nameless city, buried under the sands of Arabia. Thanks to it, we could reach a manifesto written in the year 246 before our era, with the name of the ships that had engaged trade with the ancestors and therefore carried the compass of destiny on board. Those months of exploration were the most fascinating times I've had the luck to experience so far. How everything has changed since then. I must stop Nemo, whatever it takes. Maybe I can win some time by sabotaging the Nautilus. It's already ruined. Nobody will be suspicious of me. I hope.
Eh ben, qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire ici? On va mettre la musique.
Is going for the most damaged system. If I find Maddie, maybe I can get a clue. She knows everything going on inside this prison.
Ce que j'allais dire, c'est je mets la musique pour faire semblant qu'il y ait quelqu'un dans la salle, même si ça sert à rien. Maddie, où peut-elle bien être? Dortoir. Non, là on peut rien faire. Nautilus 2, au sujet de l'énergie. Et bah voilà, ça se complète. Cabine de Verne, le labo en haut. En bas, il y a la messe et les maintenances. On va tester ça.
The Hall of Horrors, and I helped to create it.
Ok, ça fait pas grand chose. Sur le chemin, j'ai pas l'impression d'avoir loupé quelque chose. On va aller voir le mess. Là, c'était quoi? C'était la map? C'est ça.
Salut, Monsieur Verne. Would you fancy?
No thanks, I was just passing by.
Thanks for gathering the aluminum from Akos. We have power in these quarters thanks to him.
I wish I could have saved Akos, but I arrived too late.
A toast for Akos. May he be in a better place.
On va jouer aux fléchettes. Ouais, c'est dommage, c'est pas un mini-jeu. Ça, c'est bloqué. Resist the tyranny of the nation. Là, on peut rien faire. On peut pas aller dans la cuisine. Là, il y a une écoutille. Rien pour l'instant. Bon bah, on va retourner de l'autre côté. Pas mal la bestiole. Une espèce de baleine. Ah, à quoi peut servir cette échelle? Celle que j'ai déplacée. Non, on va tout garder ouvert. Là, il y avait... Voilà, Nautilus 1. Ah, je peux pas monter dessus.
The knowledge about sea life that Nemo treasures. It's incredible.
Ouais, est-ce qu'il y a autre chose? Non. Par contre, j'ai pas vérifié tout à gauche. Non, ok. Je crois que c'était Maddy, ça.
These pipes will not fix
Ah non.
themselves. I can't be with you now.
L'image est dans la chambre forte. Là, c'est la carte à nouveau.
I still have some stuff to do.
Ici, je peux pas l'ouvrir. La carte. Chambre forte, atelier. On va tenter d'aller le récupérer. On peut descendre ou relever la pince. Quand elle veut pas me la serrer. Ça me va.
Verne, if you are idle, ask Edriel if you can help with something.
Non, non, j'ai quelque chose à faire.
If I draw the iMag, Nemo will see the alert. It isn't worth the risk.
Ok, on va pas faire ça comme ça. Moi, je voulais juste réparer le Nautilus. Si je vais jusqu'au scaphandre.
It's not the time for a sea trek. It's not the time for a sea trek. Although recognizing it brings me chills, Nemo's mind is astonishing. The design of these suits looks like something from a fantasy. It's me, Verne.
Sorry, Verne. We're on edge.
Mur, réparation.
Don't worry about me. I understand. How are the reparations going?
It's slow. Oxy recyclers are the worst part, but Suni is on them. The most critical issue now is finding that damn traitorous rat.
And where is Suni?
Why do you ask?
I just wanted to offer my help. You don't distrust me, do you?
Right now, I distrust everybody.
Paranoïa, perte de contrôle.
I feel we are losing control of the situation.
That's because you have been lucky enough to not have lived through the harshness of war. All of us are marked with brutal scars, inside and out. But you? Go back to your quarters and let us work. Go back to your quarters and let us work.
D'accord, donc maintenant il faudrait... Bah je l'ai trouvé, il m'a dit en fait. L'âme du Nautilus, trouver les deux autres documents.
The Oxy recyclers are on deck too. But before, I must find Suni to grant me access.
Eh ben on l'avait vu tout à l'heure. Elle était vers l'atelier armurerie, je crois.
Did you check the readings again?
Yes, ma'am. 3 times. Quality of air is at its absolute minimum. I repaired the oxy recyclers as best as I have been able, but they are still producing monoxide.
Are you sure, officer? The air feels as usual.
Ma'am, I have thoroughly created this environmental management system by myself, and I certainly know when it works and when it doesn't. That last attack has fatally wounded it.
Will it withstand to the island?
Barely. But it would be mandatory to emerge more times to recycle air.
The captain is ordered to keep surfacing to the minimum until we reach the island. Do whatever you can to keep them operational.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do my best.
Thanks. I'll be at the bridge. Keep me informed. Verne, shouldn't you be checking the capsules?
Yes, that's right. Hello, Suni. Maddie told me you were struggling with oxy recyclers. I learnt a lot the last time I helped you. Do you need me?
No! No one but me can touch my oxy recyclers. God, stop distracting me! Look, Verne, I appreciate your offer, but I don't need your or anyone else's help. Leave me alone, please.
Ah oui, l'imag est dans la chambre forte, donc je peux pas l'utiliser pour réparer.
God, they're losing their minds. If I manage to sabotage the oxy recyclers, I will slow them down. Nadine, she's the only one that can grant me access. I hope she didn't get infected by this collective madness.
Nadine, elle est sur le pont, je crois.
I can't do more.
How long will it take to get to the island?
Let me think. Navigate through an area where no instrument works properly, where you can never see the stars because of the thick fog, and where we rely on a fucking stone to keep us alive. It will be a miracle if we don't end at the sea bottom. The most sensitive thing to do would be...
There's no time. The nation is hot on our trail.
Well, I can't assure you we don't end in a submarine ditch.
That's a risk we face daily on this ship. You have your orders, follow them. Verne? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be checking the capsules?
Yes, sure. The thing is that I need Nadine to grant me access to the...
Star Sea, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Very well, go on.
Thanks for watching my back.
You're welcome. I can't stand Adriel, walking around like she had a stick stuck up into her ass.
What will you do when all this comes to an end?
Well, just trot around all Park Avenue shops and never eat fish again. Something tells me you are chewing the fat. What do you want?
Me? Well, I need access granted to the oxy-recyclers.
You have already discovered Project H, haven't you?
Yes. Nemo must be stopped, at any cost. If we destroy the oxys, we will win time to think of a solution.
Being caught by the nation doesn't bother you?
One problem after another. Please, will you help me?
You can count on me.
Really? Seeing that you are different from the rest of the crew is a relief.
I haven't slept for months because of that dreadful Project H. Everyone else accepted it without a second thought. It's a living nightmare. I'm so glad I have finally found an ally. And even more if it's you.
Braving Nemo will not be easy. Are you ready?
I was born ready. You know I'm a curious bird, right? Well, one day I was nosing around personal files and I discovered that months before I was recruited by the Nautilus, Nemo wrecked the AES constellation, a ship crowded with civilians.
Nemo attacked innocent people?
According to him, the American Empire often uses refugees as human shields.
How horrible.
I've been witnessing captains drifting for months. Each day he gets more deranged. He always has been a passionate man, but he has turned into a monster. We must stop him for the sake of everyone, including himself.
Let's do it.
Moyen de s'enfuir, recycleur...
We need an escape route.
We will use the exploration submarine. I will lock the tiller to avoid them from chasing us.
Give me access to the oxys. I will sabotage them to keep the crew busy while I dump the capsules into the sea. Let's meet at the Ichthyo's deck in 30 minutes.
I have unlocked the access to the main oxy next to the kitchen. Hurry up.
Saboter les recycleurs d'oxygène dans le mess. Le mess, il est de l'autre côté, je crois. C'est ça. Bibliothèque cabine. Pour traverser, c'est là. L'ascenseur. Et let's go. C'est la carte. Voyons voir ce qu'il y a à gauche. Pas grand chose, j'ai l'impression. Voyons voir ce qu'il y a à droite.
If I pull the filter, that will produce a discharge that will nullify the whole recycling system. I'm glad of having paid attention to what Suni does through all these months. Though it was easy. She only talks about her job.
Ok, je vais sortir et on va faire le tour du reste, même s'il n'y avait pas grand chose. Comme ça, je suis sûr. Alors là, ça va bloquer. Donc en fait, ce qu'il va falloir, c'est un truc comme ça. Schluck. Et on est bon. Suni Chion, spécialiste de l'atmosphère.
I must get out of here.
Dans le labo pour saboter les capsules.
Verne! What the hell has happened?
I don't know. I was passing by and heard the explosion.
Goddamn traitor is going to kill us all. Did you see someone?
No.
Nadine, we must emerge. I don't care what the captain said. If we don't surface right now, we will die from asphyxiation.
Now that they are all busy, I have my chance of sabotaging the capsules.
Ouais, je suis pas certain du plan qu'il a concocté là. Alors, je suppose que les capsules sont de l'autre côté. Pam 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 pam, dans la salle du scaphandre il me semble. Ou salle de l'oxygène. Elle est dans le labo. Oui, on nous avait dit le labo et... Bah il est tout en haut. J'aurais pu y aller directement.
If I can overheat the circuits, they will render the capsules useless and can be safely thrown into the sea. Nadine, what are you doing here? We agreed to meet at the Ictio.
Don't you realize yet?
What?
I got you on the opto recorders while manipulating the oxys. Sorry for cheating you, but war is war.
Mon Dieu. You are the traitor.
Jeté dans la gueule de la nation. Pourquoi?
But why?
Do you remember the Constellation?
The ship crowded with refugees that Nemo wrecked?
The same. My parents and siblings were among those refugees.
How can you betray us to the nation? The nation is war.
Verne, I'm sick. I can't stand being locked in here anymore. All these years, what have been good for? We achieved nothing. Only betrayal and death. It's time to try something else. Look at France. She's way better under the nation's rule. Economy, security, technology.
At the expense of turning every human being into a slave.
Spare your speeches. The sooner the nation gets the flame, the sooner the war will end, and also the nonsensical death, like my own family.
Personne n'y croira, Nemo me croira.
The captain will not believe I'm the traitor because...
Because the room is filled with opto recorders? Know what? Not a single one works due to the attack. Besides, you can ask the captain himself directly. Captain, over here.
Is that true, Mr. Verne?
No! I am not a traitor. She works for the nation.
That's preposterous.
Let me keyhole him, Capitan.
Why, Verne? Why did you do that?
Project H. I found out about it in your office at the base.
You shouldn't.
You are sick.
We live in a sick world. It's not a time of shades of gray. Project H is radical, but from its ashes, a fairer and more peaceful world will thrive.
And what gives you the right to take that decision?
I'm not going to argue with you, Verne. Under normal circumstances, you would already be dead. But I need the eyelid.
I will not help you.
Do you think I have never heard these same words before? I have methods to help you change your mind.
Captain, your presence is requested at the bridge.
Petrov, lock him in his quarters. A few days of isolation will help him to reconsider his options. And lock Nadine in the holding cell.
Petrov, don't listen to him. Nemo wants to... Days passed without meeting the captain, but I could hear him. The violence he displayed while playing gave me a hint of how madness was overtaking him. As we were getting closer to the flame, it was more and more obvious. There was barely anything left of the Nemo I used to know and admire. Finally, after navigating through the turbulence area, we reached Ancestors Island. I wasn't prepared at all for what I was about to meet there. I must get out of here, and before the captain comes after me.
Petite erreur de traduction, je pense.
This is a nightmare! I must get out of here!
Ah, là, il y a une note.
I must find another way out. Again? The Valkyria has found us. Perfect. It's my way out ticket.
Ouais, très bien.
But the iMac is inside the safe room. I must... Wait a minute. Am I having a déjà vu?
Là, normalement, c'est une impasse.
Mon Dieu, merde!
Mobilicine, mobile.
Mon Dieu! Merde, merde, merde!
Ça va beaucoup moins bien flotter comme ça.
What happened? Why am I not dead? This damn bridge again.
Examiner le pont.
Something holds me from moving.
Ok, on va aller voir à droite alors.
Jules, your mother and I are deeply disappointed with you. Your preposterous pretension of becoming a writer and your incessant failures are transforming the good name of Verne into a joke among respectable people. We have resolved to give you an ultimatum. If, by the end of the year, you don't have an honorable job, we will feel that we only have 4 sons, not 5. Pierre and Sophie. This letter, I have read it before, but me? A writer? Mon Dieu, merde!
Wake up, please. Wake up.
Where am I now? What happened? The sky. Why has it that color?
Eh bien, bonne question. Ça doit être le crépuscule, ou l'aube.
God. What the hell is going on? Have I finally turned insane? This light. Oh, my head is killing me. But I must continue. I can't allow neither Nemo nor the Raven to take over the flame. I must stop them. But what can I do? I know. I will look for the ancestors. They will know what to do. Maybe.
Joli panorama.
Nadine.
Elle possède un immense talent inné pour la navigation et a amélioré tous les systèmes de navigation du Nautilus depuis son arrivée. Bon, encore une fois, on va pas tout lire.
God, will there be any survivor? Nemo!
Oh, Verne! I'm glad to see you.
What happened to you? Where are the others?
Dead. All dead, damn it.
My understanding was that good captains always sank with their ships.
My crew is dead because of me. My Nautilus wrecking. No, Verne, I haven't been a good captain at all. However, abandoning the ship was not my idea. An explosion put me down and currents dragged me here.
A part of me wants to help you, but the other wants to leave you here, alone with your grief. Tell me, what would you do in my place? That Project H monstrosity would deserve you.
Project H. I knew it was infamous, but something inside me kept me moving forward. It was a dreadful solution, yes, but it was perfect. Almost divine. A complete purification. By all gods, Verne, you must believe me.
Only a soul sickened by fear and anger would brew something as heinous as Project H.
When I saw my wife and my daughter dying by the hands of the nation, I could do nothing to save them. They fade in my arms. I took revenge, yes. With my own hands, I cut the throat of the captain that gave the execution order. But I have never been able to get rid of the horror of my own helplessness. And now, my Nautilus, my crew, it's all destroyed.
You have opened Pandora's box, Captain. You have brought the flame to the nation's fingertips. You have sentenced mankind.
I deserve all your disdains. But let me ask you for a last favor.
The iMac.
Me and the Nautilus have enough strength to bow out in a blaze of glory. Help me to board back, and I will make sure that the Valkyrie will never take the flame away.
By yourself? Are you insane?
Maybe. After all, I am Captain Nemo. Let me help you save the world.
Loupé.
Will that be enough?
Perfect. No, I can. By myself. I'm sorry that everything has come to this end. In another world, everything would have been different. Better. been an honor, Jules Verne.
Thanks, Captain.
Have a safe journey.
J'espère qu'il y arrivera. Ah, il va falloir que je traîne un truc. Où est l'iMag? Aucune fissure. Qu'est-ce que je peux faire pour grimper? C'était un panorama.
God.
Et donc il n'y avait pas grand chose. D'accord, mais pourquoi ça me bloque? Ah bah voilà, c'était ça.
The box resist the wreck and kept withstanding.
Et là, c'est mieux. Pas très rassurant.
Oh God. Again. Am I hallucinating?
Le bureau de Verne, son foyer et refuge à Amiens. Aligner les fragments d'échelle. Pivoter. Ah oui, d'accord. Ça aurait été trop simple sinon.
Yes.
Là, il y a un mur.
Oh no. Destruction once more. It doesn't seem anybody has lived here for centuries.
Verne, at last.
You are alive! Stop there! I won't let you or the Raven even get close to the flame.
Verne, listen to me. I'm on your side. Forget about the Raven and Nemo's plans. There's something much more important at stake.
I don't want to hear your reasons. You and Nemo are nothing but murder. But what the hell? What was that?
Your mind is collapsing.
My mind? What are you talking about? Adriel!
Une Atlante?
Paris in the 20th century, written by Jules Verne? That's impossible. I would have given anything for not telling you what I am about to say. This book is very inferior to 5 weeks in a balloon. If you came to read it within a year, you would agree with me. These words, I've heard them before. To sum it all up, it's a failure. And if 1,000 men told me the opposite, I would tell them to get lost. Nobody will believe today in your prophecies, and nobody will be interested in them. It's signed by Pierre Jules Hetzel.
These are the words of your editor.
Now I remember the rejection, the pain.
I know, Verne. That same pain is the reason why you have been brought to this world. You were trapped inside your imagination.
What? But Who are you?
I am yourself. But inside this very world you have created. I was called Placia a long time ago.
Impossible! What are you talking about? Is this one of Nemo's rigs? Ah! My head!
We're running out of time. You must listen to me. You are not Jules Verne, the scientist. That's not your real identity.
Shut up!
Think. Focus. You know you are not from this world. At this very same moment, you are at the bridge of Ardennes, in Paris. You are about to destroy the last book written by you. What feels like 6 months to you in your world has been nothing more than 20 seconds. Unconsciously, when you received Hetzel's rejection, you searched for shelter inside you. Who could blame you? You have such magnificent imagination that you have created a world we know as Hemera. Nevertheless, it was fear, or phobos. That was the reason that impelled you to hide in Hemera, and you gave him full powers over your mind. He gave you a paradise that you would never want to leave. Since you arrived here, to that idyllic island after the wreck, I have been trying to leave you a trail of breadcrumbs to carefully drive you to the truth. A too straight or too early revelation could destroy your sanity, but I can't afford subtleness anymore. Phobos, through Raven, is about to get his hands on the flame. All things beautiful and extraordinary you have ever imagined will be obliterated and turned into an infinite wasteland.
That is insane. If this is a fantasy, why can't I just wake up?
Because in order to do it, you need the flame. It's a portal to your world. If Phobos takes control over it, you will be trapped here forever, in your world. You will turn insane, and you don't have much time left.
Where are we? I'm not sure I can take any more jumps.
It's one of the main conduits that directly connects with the flame. It will lead us to the Raven himself. We must finish him.
Ouvrir la porte. Me dites pas qu'on va avoir un combat de boss. Ça correspondrait pas à ce qu'on a vu jusqu'ici. Pierre-Jules Hetzel, éditeur de Jules Verne. C'était l'unique éditeur de Jules Verne avec lequel il créa la collection des voyages extraordinaires. Ok. Et il me reste plus qu'un à trouver ici dans les journaux. Il me manque 4 personnages de 6 collectibles. Ah. Petite énigme. Connectez les pièces pour ouvrir la porte. On va faire ça comme ça.
Let's go inside.
Me suivra-t-elle? Placia.
From this point, let's keep silence. Our voices may echo through the whole pipeline network.
Les ancêtres. Ça se complète petit à petit.
Strange inscription.
Ancêtre 1. Je m'appelle Elora. Je fais partie des ancêtres, les descendants des derniers Atlantes.
Merde.
Trouvez les 2 autres inscriptions.
There's something I can't get out of my mind.
Tout est un mensonge, votre histoire Nemo.
What's your story? What did I imagine for you?
My nature is to inspire mankind to generate progress and changes in the world. But with the passage of centuries, I learnt it was better to go unnoticed.
What do you mean?
In the 14th century, a sultan found out about me and kept me locked inside a tower for 10 years, bearing in mind that I would inspire his armies to create new ways of defeating his enemies.
And did you?
No. It took a great effort for me, but I averted it for 10 years. Each night I used to tell him a story so interesting that it kept him up all night. So the next morning he wasn't in the mood for work. After 10 years, I put an end to the war.
So, you made him dream to forget.
That's what we dream for, don't we?
What were you doing with Nemo and his crew of fanatics? Did he know your true nature?
No. I am what you would call a muse. Years ago, I met young Nemo. I saw his potential and started telling him about Atlantis and everything the sea could offer.
So, if you are a muse, did you inspire him to create Project H?
No, my brother is also a muse. Anyone who's afraid or is consumed by anger is likely to be influenced by him. I inspired him to create the Nautilus. When I found out that he made it real, I joined him, since it was my chance of releasing the flame.
Release the flame? What for?
To weaken Phobos. After so many disappointments and fear, my sibling has achieved a great deal of power over Hemera. He also wants it to subdue us all, yourself included.
And why didn't you take the flame by yourself in the first place?
Without the compass and Nemo's technology, for years the flame has been out of reach for everyone.
Bilan stream de Nemo.
How did you allow Nemo to carry on with the crimes he has committed?
I have struggled for years to keep him away from Phobos' influence, but as my brother gained power, I was losing the captain. All these years, I have repressed so many tears. I must learn to live with those ghosts. Let's keep silent. We're getting closer.
Ah, elle se rappelle enfin qu'on doit être silencieux.
Why are you stopping?
Master, the cave is almost collapsing.
Will you let a bunch of rocks dishonor you?
Huh? No, Master. Never.
Faster! Get rid of this debris!
These must be them.
I believe they are at the pipe below.
Both of us will make too much noise. Wait here.
Phobos must be with him. Be careful. If you die in this world, you will never return to yours.
I will keep it in mind. Be careful too, even if you are a goddess.
Alors, voyons voir ce qu'il y a là. On est bloqué. Mais je présume qu'on aura une nouvelle situation d'infiltration.
What's this place?
Verne et les volcans, une passion pour les mystères. Eh ben on a tout là. Il me reste plus que 3 biographies. Et ça fait 5. Collectable. De l'autre côté on a quoi? Une échelle. Est-ce que les deux mènent au même endroit ou c'est différent? J'ai l'impression... Non. Avant de descendre, on va aller voir l'autre. Je suis pas sûr de pouvoir faire le 100%, j'ai peut-être loupé des trucs. Mais si c'est possible, je vais essayer de m'en rapprocher le plus.
Merde!
Les ancêtres. Donc là, c'est pas mal, plus que 4. Bon, comme on est dans le dernier chapitre, je pense que j'ai dû en louper au moins 1 ou 2. Hop là. On y retourne. Ah, on glisse pas. Rien par ici. Et en haut.
Inside a dormant volcano in the middle of the ocean. Wonderful.
Vu qu'il y a un dialogue, j'ai l'impression que c'est la suite. Je vais aller voir l'échelle. Ah, peut-être pas. En tout cas, comme là, je suis sûr de ne pas pouvoir remonter si je descends. On va vérifier par là. Une inscription. La chute des ancêtres terminée. Donc là, il n'en reste plus que 3. Là, j'ai tout. 3 ici aussi. Et l'âme du Nautilus primordial, l'île mystérieuse, tout ça c'est échoué, donc je pense que c'est râpé. Comme le fromage. Donc on redescend et on va aller voir les soldats. Mais eux ne nous verront pas. Ok. Ah, on m'a mis directement derrière la boîte. Ok, en fait, il faut le suivre comme j'avais commencé. Mais je savais pas s'il allait revenir vers moi ou ailleurs. Ou aller à gauche. Ah, il n'y a rien ici. Allez, passe, motherfucker. Voilà. Il a failli me repérer quand même. Et l'autre, où est-ce qu'il est? Bah, il suffisait de demander. N'arrête pas, fonce. Oula, un lance-flamme. Ne retourne pas. Je pense pas qu'il y ait grand chose à gauche. Ouais, non, en effet, il n'y a rien. Oh mince. Bon, c'est pas grave, normalement il me remet là. Ah non, il m'a mis à gauche. La dernière caisse où j'étais planqué. Allez, trace ta route. Rapido, s'il te plaît.
I got you, filthy terrorist.
Je ne suis pas un terroriste. Allez, tourne la tête. Allez, 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 allez. Et toi, comment tu fais ton pattern? Ah ouais. J'ai vraiment pas le temps de faire grand chose.
I got you, filthy terrorist.
Et vu qu'il me remet toujours à l'extrême gauche, est-ce que j'aurais pas loupé un truc ici? J'ai pas l'impression, hein. Ah non, vu qu'il y a le lance-flamme, il m'aurait cramé. Au sens figuré. Et peut-être au sens propre aussi. On peut pas les avoir dans le dos comme ça, c'est dommage. Il n'y a aucune interaction possible. Ah, poutre instable.
Stones fell violently from the highest part of the tunnel, warning the guards.
What's that?
Bon, je vais pas aller le voir. C'est pas passé loin. Là aussi, c'était de justesse. Je pense que la fin du jeu elle est vers la droite, mais on va quand même vérifier ce qu'il y a ici. La mort. Bon là je crois que je les ai un peu trop désynchronisés. Et je vais attendre qu'ils reviennent. Allez, on trace. On est planqué. Toute une fissure. Toujours aucune. Allez, 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 allez.
Everything's over, damn raven.
Verne! Monsieur Verne, at last! Brothers, lower your guns!
If you are trying to look kind to me, I don't think it will work.
I would never use flattery with you. It would be an insult to your wit. I want to share with you my vision of a better new world.
I'm not interested in your delusions of grandeur.
You're blinded by the present, Verne. Forget about now. Think about the future. You and I. We are special, superior. United under the power of the artifact, we can rebuild the world. No more nation, no more empires, no more wars. It's the same you dream with, isn't it?
I doubt that the world you dream of resembles mine. You are a monster.
You disappoint me. With or without you, I will find the way to make the IMAG work. We will have fun in the torture chamber. Take him!
Ah, raté.
I got you, filthy terrorist.
Et ils aiment bien cette insulte-là.
Now the Nautilus is yours forever. Enjoy it.
On a eu le corbeau sanglant. Il en manque 2.
Mon Dieu.
Ouvrir la porte.
Jules, did you find him? Are you all right?
Yes. The Raven is not our worry anymore.
And Phobos?
Not a sign. Can I use the IMAG to open this?
I'm afraid that this time it won't be that easy. Luckily, we have this. Concentrated blue blood from the Nautilus.
Nouvel objet.
I need something that can help me.
Je vais déjà faire la tour de la zone. Je peux pas aller plus loin. Bon bah dans ce cas-là.
As soon as it has come into contact, the blue blood has activated. Use the controls.
Les bons symboles. Alors, ça, il faut un triangle. Là, il y a 3 étoiles de David. Sur le mur, il n'y en a qu'un seul. Voilà. Celui-là, 2 triangles vers le bas. Comme ceci. Lui, il m'a l'air bon. Ah oui. Ça en change plusieurs. Là, hop là. Lui, ça m'a l'air bon aussi. Là, et ça... Attendez. Qu'est-ce qui va pas? On a la pyramide barrée vers le haut. Les 2 barrés vers le bas. Il me manque l'étoile de David.
The blue blood is only supplying a small portion of energy. You will have to solve it as fast as you can.
Réactiver l'énergie. Donc ça, on met les 2 ici. Ah mais non, mais c'était pas ça. Voilà, une étoile de David. Là, le triangle. Ça m'a l'air mieux. Et ça emmène vers le bas, bordel. Là, on revient là. Je déteste ce genre de truc. j'y vais un peu au pif. Et bah j'ai l'impression que le pif a fonctionné.
Let's go inside.
Comme dirait Pierre Dac, le pifomètre est au beau fixe.
Absolutely marvelous.
En 6500 avant Jésus-Christ, un groupe d'explorateurs atlantes posa pied sur une île éloignée. Ils trouvèrent un volcan éteint qui renfermait un objet qui allait changer à jamais le destin d'un peuple, de leur peuple. Un immense orbe de lumière en lévitation qu'ils baptisèrent Flamme d'Héphaïstos. Ah, plus qu'un.
Hello, little sister. Thanks for opening that door for me.
Phobos, Verne, activate.
Excuse me for using this ruse with you, but I need you to listen to me, Verne.
What the? You are the shadow on the bridge.
Placia, you must accept your defeat and stop confusing Verne with Liberty Dreams out of his reach. She didn't show you the whole picture. I am the fear that inhabits inside your mind, yes, but I don't want its destruction. The only reason of my existence is protecting us from pain. How is it that you still don't understand that you'll be happier with me, here, than on the outside, in a world that doesn't love nor understand you?
Don't listen to him. He wants to corrupt your imagination.
That's untrue. I just want the best for him. You came to this world looking for protection from reality, fleeing from failure and shame, because you knew that here you would find everything you always craved for. Adventures, mysteries, extraordinary journeys. Why do you want to return to your world? Here, you can be happy forever. I can do it, and I just need one thing to achieve it. Destroy the iMac.
What?
Quit your impossible writer dreams. Destroy the iMac. Give me the control of your world, and you will never feel pain or rejection again.
No, I don't want to hide. Now that I've seen what I can create, I want to show it to the world, at all costs.
Grr, that is delusional. I can't allow you to suffer. I don't want more pain. We must protect ourselves. If you don't want an eternal paradise, I will drown you in a grayish terror that will make you want to keep your head inside a hole in the ground. You will live the rest of your days working as an accountant for the nation's factories. Don't try to resist. You are just a sad scribbler with a head filled with preposterous predictions.
Yes, that is what I am. What I always wanted to be. Better than a coward who hides from himself.
All right. The hard way, then. I will turn the flame of Hephaestus with my imagination. I will write the end to this story of yours, of the iMac, Placia, and the Nautilus. The nation will prevail forever inside your mind. Verne, I hope you like smoke and ashes.
His control has faded. We're free. Why don't you open?
C'est de plus en plus rapide.
If my predictions seem preposterous to you, don't read my books.
I'm glad that despite your criticism, you recalled my theories regarding Atlantean mythology.
That thing you came out with about sand and rust was catchy. I made the guess that if the iMag is my creative imagination catalyst, when coming into contact with destructive imagination, it should annul it. Luckily enough, it worked. Has Phobos disappeared forever?
Not quite. Fear is terrible, but sometimes it's necessary. What has vanished is Phobos's control over your mind. You're finally free from him. Thanks, Jules, for saving us.
I wish I could stay. May I see you again?
We are inside you. Always will be. We are the shape of fantasy. It's time to go back home.
Eh ben, il faudrait que je réagisse un peu.
Hiding from reality only nurtures fear, and our only chance to defeat it is our hope, the ability to imagine a better world. I had to take note of all these events before they were lost and deformed by the treacherous currents of my memory. And here I am, back into my world, the real world.
Après le choc du rejet de son roman sombre de 1860, Paris au XXe siècle, l'écrivain se reposa et dans les années suivantes écrivit une série d'histoires débordantes d'imagination et d'optimisme, qui changèrent à jamais la littérature et servirent d'inspiration à l'humanité tout entière. Ok. Par Daniel González. Alors donc c'est vraiment, enfin, je vais dire inspiré de faits réels, mais ça reste quand même très imaginatif. Et une manière de représenter la manière dont il s'est reposé. On va passer tout ça si c'est possible. Non. Alors le jeu était plutôt sympa à parcourir, mais il y a quand même des moments où les énigmes sont un peu trop faciles, puis on nous donne ou alors on nous donne la solution directe. Après c'est pas un jeu qui veut être un défi, c'est juste une expérience narrative. Mais c'est un petit peu dommage. Il y a beaucoup de musique dans le domaine public.
This letter. It must be important. Verne, we need your help at Hemmer. The Nautilus is plowing through waters again. And Cedric has finally found a vaccine that we must deliver to the whole world. Signed, E. Oh my God! But how?
Et bah voilà, moi je vais vous abandonner là. Ça doit faire 4 heures que j'ai commencé le jeu. Enfin, au total, ça a dû prendre 4 heures. Donc, comme je le disais tout à l'heure, c'était sympa, mais je regrette un peu les énigmes qui étaient un peu trop simples, même si c'est pas le but du jeu d'être dur, ou qu'on nous donne la solution directement. Voilà. Puis non, au final, ça c'est... J'allais dire un truc, mais au final, c'est plus une question de goût qu'autre chose. J'espère que vous aurez passé une bonne soirée en ma compagnie dans l'expérience de Verne The Shape of Fantasy. Et on se retrouve plus tard, un autre jour, pour un autre jeu sous l'œil de Cali. Allez, bonne soirée à tous!